Hey, it's Ethan here at Etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat Sherpa 2.0 Hitch Bike Rack and how it fits on our 2019 Honda Pilot. The Sherpa is a two-bike platform-style bike rack capable of supporting 40 pounds per bike. It's going to hold our bike primarily by this tire hook and one additional strap in the back, so there's no frame contact in the event that you want to do transport carbon frame bikes or really aggressive alternative frame style bikes. You could do that. You have fenders or a really nice paint job to work with that too. If we want, we can tilt the bike rack away using this lever towards the back. It's not my favorite spot for a lever because if you do have another bike loaded up, I could see it being a little bit difficult to get to. But once we tilt it away, we can come back to the hatch and find that we have plenty of clearance to open that up. Our crossbars, or not our crossbars, our handlebars are 29 inches long. They get a little bit close, but not too close. Now I can come back here and sit down and change my shoes if I wanted to in between rides, or I can grab anything out of the back that I might need, whether it be helmets, water, sunscreen, anything I might need out of the trail I can get. And we can close that up and just tilt the bike rack back up, and you'll hear it snap into place. And I do want to point out before I get the bike off just how close these handlebars do sit to the back window. Like I said, these are 29 inches, and there's going to be a little bit of wobble, but it's not going to make contact, just something you want to be mindful of if you get some longer crossbars on here. To get the bike off, I'll first start with the strap in the back. Just release the button, and now I'll come grab the frame of the bike, press this large button at the end of the hook, pull that up and down, and then I can get the bike up and away. With the bike out of the way, we can take a closer look at the rack now. As I put this back strap in, you'll notice that this rear cradle pivots back and forth to help you accommodate different wheelbases of up to 47 inches. This front cradle will support a maximum tire width of 3 inches, and it does fold down to save a little bit of space, and the center mass hook also folds in. If you're curious to know how much space you're adding onto the back of your vehicle in this position, I'll get a measurement so we can get an idea. So from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's 31.5 inches. So not the longest thing in the world, but it does stick out a little bit from the back. As far as ground clearance goes, from the ground to the furthest point out, about 20.5 inches. And from the trays, it's about the same thing. It's just a little bit of rise in there. We can fold it up though to save a little bit of that space using that same lever that we used before. You'll hear it click into place again. You can see on the back, it doesn't cover anything that we need to be worried about. It's below the license plate and your backup camera, as well as your taillights. And now I'll get another measurement so we can get an idea of how much space we've saved. So now from the bumper to the furthest point out, it's going to be right around 14 inches, so it cuts our total distance just about in half, really saving us a bunch of space, and it's still going to be really nice and sturdy. The rack uses a 2-inch shank that fits into our 2-inch receiver tube. It's held in place by this pin with a lock on the other end. It's all secured down by this anti-rattle knob here on the back. It's tool-free, which is really nice. You just get the pin in, and then you tighten it down, and like I mentioned, it's really sturdy, so it's not going anywhere. The rack does come with a cable lock. It's not integrated, but it does come with it. And the lock cord just sits right here in the middle of the tray so you can secure your bikes. It also comes in this gray color as well as pearl and black, so you can find one that fits your aesthetic. If you want something that looks really nice, it's pretty lightweight and doesn't take up a bunch of space on the back of your vehicle, the Kuat Sherpa is definitely a great option. If you want something that's a little bit more affordable, that has a tire width of 5 inches and similar weight capacity, you might want to check out something like the Rocky Mounts monorail. But again, if you do want something that looks really sharp and works really well, Kuat Sherpa 2.0 is definitely a great option. This was just a look at how it fits on our 2019 Honda Pilot.